Welcome to the Soul Train Express. Before we start, I have a quick message for you. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number 1, it's free. What? Yes, it is. Number 2, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone. Yes. Number 3, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast. What? Yes, you can. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. All right, y'all. Now it's time to get some daily encouragement from the Soul Train Express. Welcome to the Soul Train Express. I'm Chelsey J, and I hope you are enjoying this ride with all the content we are sharing. Fall is here, and we have a lot in store for you. While we are on this train, I know some of you have seen what is going on with Afghanistan, the Haitians in Texas, COVID, and many other things the news keeps showing us. How are your emotions? Is fear creeping in? Maybe you have been fearful for a while now because things keep happening one after another. So how do we manage our fear? All right, I have Zachary and Mama J on the line, and I'm going to share a quote and a story. But first, Mama J, I'm going to share a quote.
Hey, Charles.
And I want you to share what it means to you. So here it is. Fear has 2 meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. What does that mean to you?
Well, definitely have to face everything and rise. Because if you don't deal with it, it's gonna stick around and stick you. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, so you really have to deal with things that come at you. You can't put them on the back burner. You got to deal with it.
Exactly. So, that being said, let me share a story. I want you guys to put yourself in this scene. So imagine you just woke up in the morning, you're ready to shower, brush your teeth, maybe you're going to beat your face, and you're about to sit on the toilet. And you notice there was something in the toilet, and it was staring back at you.
Oh my goodness.
And it was a big snake hissing at you. How would you react and what would you do?
You know, I think a lot of people think about those things. But reality would be, it'd be frightening. And I'd try to shut the lid and get the heck out of the bathroom as fast as I could and call animal control. But I mean, if it was a smaller snake, I'd get it up out of my house. Because this is my house. There ain't nothing coming in here that I can't deal with. Okay? But if it's a huge snake, man, I'd have to call animal control. Don't want that to happen. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy with our systems now that, you know, that possibility. In an old house, maybe so.
Well, what about you, Zach?
I just shut the lid and probably try to YouTube how to kill a snake and then put something really heavy over the toilet seat so it can't get out and try to pour something or whatever kills snakes inside the cracks of the lid so then it dies in the toilet. Or if that doesn't work, I'll have to call animal control. But yeah, that's probably it.
How would you react when you first saw the snake?
I would be scared. I would jump back and quickly slam the toilet seat down and move back. And if someone's home, I would probably call them up. But if no one's home, I would definitely talk to myself and pace around for a little bit and move away from the toilet seat for sure.
So you would talk to yourself. Okay. Thank you guys for sharing. So I just want y'all to understand that the snake is like this fear. It's unexpected, unknowing, and you have to make a decision to either run or rise. to forget or face it. So let's separate the two fears. There is a fear of protection and a fear of bondage. The fear of protection is immediate. There's no warning, but there's a demand and action. The snake in the toilet, or you are driving and a car stops right in front of you. You have to immediately take action, or it can drastically impact your life. This emotional fear is trying to protect you from immediate danger, and it is healthy when proper actions are taking place. Why? Because you have to immediately face it. We face and we rise. We face and we move forward. I can run from that snake, but it will still be in that toilet. So I will have to utilize the fear of protection to face it and overcome the immediate challenges. Now, I know everybody's probably going to look at the toilets when they go to the bathroom now, but that's all right. Now, the other type of fear, which is the fear of bondage. And what I mean by bondage is that it can cripple, crush, stall, and prohibit you from moving forward. This fear falls into the category with rejection, abandonment, death, social discord, political turmoil, and the unknown. There is nothing immediately happening in your life, but you are in bondage due to fear of what can occur. It's the what ifs. What if I lose my job? What if I get sick? What if they leave me? This fear can affect our reality. False evidence appearing real. When we choose to allow this fear to take over, we forget everything and run, which can actually affect us biochemically. So there's this hormone that helps us with fear, which is cortisol. With the fear protection, our adrenal glands pump up epinephrine and norepinephrine to help us handle and have the energy to focus on the situation. I know, big words. But once it's handled, we can breathe and our stress hormones fall back to normal. When we are in this fear of bondage, however, we are constantly fearful of something without giving our hormones a break. When this cortisol is elevated for so long, it can mentally and physically cause damage. You see, cortisol regulates inflammation and blood sugar. Those that struggle with fear can also acquire fat more easily and have a hard time to lose weight due to the never-ending fear and elevated cortisol. It can also affect your immune system, blood sugar, and can make us sick. So we can be so fearful of COVID that we catch it because of the fear. So right now, let's do a practical exercise. Let's take a deep breath in right now, and let's breathe it out. Now I want you to breathe in and say, I bring in peace. I bring in peace. And breathe out and say, I will face my fear. One more time. I bring in peace. I will face my fear. Sometimes all we need to do is stop, address our thoughts, and breathe in and breathe out. Facing our fears brings us clarity. It brings down our cortisol levels and helps us see clearly. Facing our fears allows us to face reality, which destroys the false evidence, such as the what ifs. Why are you afraid? Are you living in the what ifs? Because what ifs are a false reality appearing real. You are afraid of something that didn't or may never happen. One way to address the what ifs is to finish it. What if he leaves me? Well, I'm going to focus on healing. I'm going to work on becoming independent and continue to move forward. Well, what if I get COVID? Well, I'm going to take vitamins, maintain my health, decrease my cortisol levels by remaining calm and get rest. See, these what ifs could keep me stagnant and prevent me from running towards freedom and purpose. But if I can finish the what ifs, I can face my fear, I see that it is a false reality appearing real. I can then still live and move forward. This is one of the many reasons why I trust in God. He doesn't give us fear. Perfect love casts out fear. I can shift my focus on God that will counteract my fears. We will share more on how God will help us shift our fears next week. Until then, breathe in peace and breathe out fear.